welcome back to the new episode of Ghosting with Anya. I'm your host, Anya Smith. We are doing episode 60. I did 2 stories last week, which is episode 58 and 59, which is 2 stories altogether. So today we are doing The Reflection in the Rain. That's the new story. So before we get to that, thank you guys for following me here on YouTube. Thank you for subscribing and for sharing with everyone and clicking the like. So please continue doing that. Before we get started on this new ghost story, I should tell you the sad news that a couple of weeks ago, a young woman named Amber Zek, sounds like French to me, was brutally murdered by her male 40-year-old co-worker. His name was David DeLone. He's a bad guy, and he killed her because he didn't like her. That's the reason why he did it, because he was jealous, because Amber was probably a lot better than him. That's the reason why he got jealous and killed her. She was only 20 years old. She was from Minnesota. She was outgoing. She loved everything and everyone. And yeah, she passed away in November 11th of 2025, which is this year, not too long ago. It's been a while, almost 3 weeks now. It's Tuesday. So today's Tuesday, November 25th. So yeah, Amber was the most lovable, outgoing, happy person on the planet. She was born 20 years ago in 2005. So I was a sophomore in high school. I was 17 during that time. So Amber will be missed no matter what. May God protect her. And now she's a ghost, but she will always be remembered and missed and loved no matter what. I hope you guys are praying for her and her family. I'm already doing it right now without me actually saying out loud. So, yeah. And another, I woke up with a weird thing. Okay, so my glasses somehow broke. I don't know, like a couple days back, and I set them down face up, like looking out the ceiling of the lenses, because that's the way I always put them down. And the left earpiece, which is right here, it clearly just came off somehow. It broke, and I went to Shopko and trying to get this fixed up. So I got the insurance for it and getting them replaced now. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for checking my videos, especially on TikTok and Instagram. Please continue on following me there. And you can follow me here on YouTube on live video. This is my actual studio, like right here. It's really big. And I'm about to go on, I'm about to read the story, so let me do this now. This is on episode 60. Hello, Fearless. I'm glad you're here. I'm about to do this story right now, so This is The Reflection in the Rain. That is the name of this new story. So I'm about to read this new story because I did 2 stories last week. That's what's going on here. I'm also talking about Amber Zek, who passed away a couple weeks ago from Minnesota. So, yeah. Let's get started on the story right now. This is still season 3, episode 60. I did 2 stories last week, so I decided to read from the episode 59. I just thought maybe we could do 2 stories anytime for each episode. So let's get started. So click like, share, and subscribe to this channel of Ghosting with Anya. And thank you. And I love those stories. So thank you, Fearless. And let's get started. So just sit back, click like, share, and subscribe. And let's get started on this episode, on this story. This is story number 9, so I did the other 2, you know. Okay, The Reflection in the Rain. Something to do with spirits, of course. Jonah took his evening walk despite the storm that the streets were deserted, puddles rippling with each raindrop. He leaned over to tie his shoe and saw his reflection. Ooh, I would love to see that reflection anytime soon. I just have to get my glasses cleaned up anyway. Um, staring back from the water, smiling before he did. Ooh, this is gonna be awesome. I love this. This is really good. Startled, he blinked. The reflection didn't. It titled its head, tilted its head, studying him, then mouthed something he couldn't hear over the hum of rain. I would really want to know what is happening. It's like the reflection is mimicking Jonah for no reason. It's like a spirit that's mocking him and trying to copy whatever Jonah was doing as looking at the reflection of himself. He kneeled closer and the puddle deepened, impossibly deep. Beneath the surface, his reflection extended a hand without thinking. He reached out, cold, wet, real. Damn. I would really want to know. I would definitely investigate this. The next morning, a neighbor saw him standing motionless in the street, soaked but smiling. His eyes were blank, his reflection absent from the puddles. Damn, I would really want to know what the fuck's happening. Fearless, I hope you're listening to all of this shit. I would really want to know if you ever had that weird experience. You might have to investigate that. So anyway, let's get started with the questions. So this is question number 1. If anyone would like symbolize anything, you can, see what's happening. He says, me too. Of course, Fearless, I would definitely want to investigate this reflection, this experience, maybe do some background checking, see what's going on. I would totally, and of course, you, Fearless, definitely would. I would love for you to check that out. So let's go to the questions. Sorry, someone is texting me on TikTok right now. I can't do it because I'm doing this podcast. So hello, my dear friend Fearless. I'm glad you're participating on this. So let's go to question, because we only have like 7 questions before I sign off. What does water symbolize? Here, connection, distortion, or descent? For me, it's like a reflection that can look exactly like you, but motionless maybe, and mimicking. Like spirits do this thing because they have some kind of power. They can like mock you or something, or shapeshift into you that something might not be right. So I would literally want to find out more, go background checking of the history, something like that, of where people must have walked by that puddle so many times and not realizing what could be happening underneath that puddle, or somewhere like on the other side of dimension, like spirit world maybe. For me, it's like something ain't right and you have to see what's going on. So yeah, um, people would want to know what's going on. They would have to go background check everything. So um, yeah. Sorry, my hair's kind of getting all messed up sometimes, but yeah. Let's go to number 2. Was Jonas's reflection calling him home or luring him under? I think it's luring him under. It's not just calling him. I think it's like possessing him somehow, or like put him under a spell. I think it's luring him. Something ain't right, which is right. I think it's demonic, mimicking his intentions, his voice, his expression, his emotions. Somehow he's being possessed, but something ain't right. It's like his spirit was taken somehow to another world. But my guess is that Jonas somehow was, I don't know, taken somewhere. But I think he was being lured by something creepy, something demonic. Maybe, but if you guys think it is, I think it is too. So, could the hum of the rain represent the world folding in on itself? I probably would. Yeah. I think maybe the rain somehow has some kind of magic powers. Maybe if it's gone loud, it's like you can't hear anything else but the rain. Uh, if you can't see anything because the rain's gone really hard and you can't see anything. It's like blocking your way. You can't see the roads. Um, it's probably just something magic, something creepy as always. That's what I think. Um, it's probably folding, yes, but I probably would want to know everything about it. Go to the archives, maybe to the library, and investigate everything. Go through the evidence, make videos about it, and see if you can somehow capture something that ain't right. But yeah, the world is probably a bit different than we are living in right now. So let's go to number 4. Are reflections windows or traps? I'm thinking it's both. The reflections can be a window, it's like a portal. To me, it's a portal and a window, and it can be a trap too. So I think it's both. All the above, yes. So if you see something of a reflection, like say a mirror, and you try to move, you end up being trapped. But for me, if you see something in the window and you move one way and your reflection would not be moving, which means it's like motionless. If you try to move and then your reflection ends up moving, which means it's taken over like your body and your mind, maybe your soul somehow, but the window is a portal and you end up in it and you can't get back into it, into your own world, which means you somehow got lured in there and things become very uneasy, which means you got trapped. So this happens all the time. This is like maybe based on real events, because it can, just like on the Amityville movie, which is it happened in New York like many years ago, when Ed and Lorraine Warren decided to go into that Amityville house, and things went insane. So yeah, bad things always happen. If you see the reflections, which means something ain't right, something demonic is coming through. So I suggest that you call professional ghost hunters and psychic mediums to help your to help putting the mirrors away somewhere, like maybe covering something or facing the mirror to the wall away from you so you won't get trapped. That way the spirits cannot come through and mess with all your shit and with your reflections. Why are we drawn toward our own image even when it feels wrong? Well, because maybe we're drawn because somehow we are connected to it. That's the reason why we are drawn to it. It's like we have some kind of power that we cannot control unless you're having some kind of nightmare or whatever. But yeah, our images can be like very wrong, very creepy, and something demonic. It's like you're being possessed somehow. But things happen because maybe you don't know that you're a psychic or something. You're having visions, your dreams, or you're seeing something that ain't right, like your own reflection has no emotions. It's like it's from a different world or something that looks exactly like you, but it's from another world, like spirit world or whatever. Kinda mimics your emotions, your expressions, your movement. That's what spirits can actually do. They have that kind of power. They can like shapeshift into whoever like your family members or yourself somehow. But you have to like literally go and investigate everything, but you have to have someone that can be very professional. I probably would if that ever happened to me. Um, let's go to number 6. Did Jonah drown in water or in recognition? I'm thinking probably all the above. I'm thinking it's all the above that Jonah was drowned. Somehow he was lured inside the water. Um, I think he somehow drowned in the water and passed away, but or maybe he didn't know what was happening. So people who passed away didn't know what was happening because they've forgotten what happened to them once they got used to knowing that they're dead or not knowing. they just didn't, they couldn't accept what happened because they don't remember anything because their memories were wiped clean or they were altered somehow. Like Jonah, somehow he doesn't remember what happened to him. That's what happens when people don't remember. If they look straight closer into their own reflection, it's like their soul's been sucked, like taken. So, just like in the movies that I've seen, this always happens, but it can be like real life stuff that's happening while filming. But this is what happened. Jonah somehow must have passed away by drowning and also being recognized and not being recognized at the same time. Jonah just has no idea what happened. So this is what happened. His soul was taken somehow and he just passed away. He just doesn't know what's happening. So let's go to number 7 before I sign off. What happens when your reflection decides it wants to live instead? Well, it happens the way that your reflection decides is because it wants to use your body so it could live. Your soul can be replaced with its own, and it can, like, I don't know, walk through the puddles, like say come out of the portal and take over your mind, your body, and everything else. The reason why it does that because it wants to live, because it wants to be alive like a human being. But it's not, it's just a reflection of yourself. It's like a darker self. You have a dark side that you don't know, probably. Everyone has the dark side, but they try not to release it. You try to keep it inside you for so long, but it just wants to, like, seriously come up. It wants to live because it wants to be its own person. No wonder why. So, yeah. The reason why it doesn't want to die because it wants to live. It wants to be its own person instead of being your shadow. And spirits do that. The reason why your reflection likes doing things like that because maybe it thinks its own person. So yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. We are out of time. So it is 1:36 and we out of time. I want to say thank you guys for watching my video. You can leave your comments down below, which is right here, like somewhere there, but and thank you for joining and following me here and just listening to the story that I was just reading, doing questions and stuff. I'm still trying to figure out how to process this whole thing. And next time, like tomorrow, we'll be doing the new story called The Room That Dreamt of You, like dreamed of you, something like that. It's so weird that rooms can dream of people. It's just a room. It cannot be dreaming. How can it be? So it's so creepy, but I intend to get that story going by tomorrow. If you want, I can stay a few minutes, but I have other things to do, like finish working on my book. So tomorrow we'll be doing The Room That Dreamed of You. Be prepared for tomorrow. And we'll see you when I get here tomorrow. Have a great day and stay safe. And also, yeah, just have a great holiday, and we'll see you tomorrow live podcast of Ghosting with Anya. So please click share. Please click like, share, and subscribe, and you can support my channel here. Happy holidays, and we'll see you tomorrow. And stay safe and stay warm. See you tomorrow, everyone. Bye.